Hey everyone, thank you so much for being here. Today we're just going to do a pick a card, give you an opportunity to train that intuition of yours, that intuitive muscle. We're going to be working with the Herbal Tarot and its supplemental Spirit of the Herbs book here by Michael Tierra and Candace Canton. Okay, a little different vibe. All right, this is more spiritual and more tapped into what's going on for your higher and greater good at this moment. There are affirmations at the end of each one, so stick around, all right? All right, so focus on the options ahead. Feel free to pause that video, okay? A, B, or C is here. Feel it and see it in your mind's eye. And yes, more than one can call to you. That's totally okay. Whichever and whatever order calls to you has your message, insight, or confirmation at this time, all right? So I'll give you a moment. All right, if card A called to you, you have the Chariot. That was really weird how that just did that. There you go. All right, this is the card of Cancer, okay? So you might be a Cancer or dealing with a Cancer, okay? Or some high aspected placement in your chart that's Cancer, okay? And this might be what it's about for you, okay? All right, direction from within. Knowledge of inner powers and strengths, ability to regulate and manifest one's life, a need to filter out group or race thoughts, need to use one's power towards goodwill, a need to allow the emotions to be released, could indicate mood swings on the shadow side, take the middle way, a need to contact the watery part in oneself. Okay, your emotions. The Chariot is the peaceful warrior who has learned how to harness the energy of his will and is receptive to the inner guidance that is always flowing to him. His body and his personality are symbolized by the Chariot. He uses this vehicle during his manifestation here on earth as an expression of his true self. Ruled by Cancer the Crab, he is protected against the bombardment of thoughts from the world around him, symbolized by the city or the race consciousness from which he has separated himself in the background there. He is liberated from any old patterns that bind him and has learned to distinguish the true desires of the enlightened self from the compulsive desires of the unawakened self. Within himself, he embodies all the teaching from the first 6 keys. The celestial symbols on his hat and robe indicate the larger reality that he can now perceive and work with. The blue color denotes the high priestess's consciousness to which he is connected. He is taking the middle way between the polarities of life. Thus, he has reconciled the lovers within. He is learning how to control his moods and emotions by stilling the mind and listening to the inner guide or the high priest. He is using the power of concentration, which is the gift given to him from the magician. The emperor has taught him how to organize his activities and rule over his domain, and from the empress he has found the place of peace in his heart. By embracing these gifts, he is victorious. The affirmation on this card: with my heart as a guide, I use my will and power to be victorious in all that I do. All right, if card B called to you, we have the 6 of Swords. There might be a need to go and move to calmer waters, or maybe you have done that, okay? All right, let's see here. You may have a Mercury in Aquarius or dealing with one, okay, or had dealt with one, or you just need to follow your Mercury or high aspected Aquarius in your chart, wherever it's at, okay, for the week. And whatever that placement is to in readings everywhere, okay? Just to give you an idea. All about traveling in mind or body, new shores approaching, new opportunities coming your way. There could be a fear of change, a need to relax during the ride. 6 swords are traveling on a boat to a far off shore. The sun, which can be looked at as a rising or a setting, so it could go either way, right, indicates a new cycle beginning or an old cycle ending. The journey into a different way of viewing things has begun. A new perspective is unfolding. Allowing the old views to leave will expose a fresh approach. Be willing to let go of the cobwebs in the mind. A new location or job or journey may be necessary to throw one into the completely new perspective. However, just the willingness to allow thoughts to be open to change may be sufficient. Try to step back from your problems and situations so that a clearer perspective may be obtained. The affirmation on this card: I open myself to different perspectives about my life. I ride in the boat of inner faith. All right, if card C called to you, you have the Two of Cups. This could be about a choice or relationship, right? Feels like it's just not focusing. I definitely need a new camera here. Okay, this card is the card of Venus and Cancer. Okay, so you could be dealing with one, R1, or you might need to follow your Venus placement this week, or if you have Cancer highly aspected, this might be what it's about. You might need to follow that this week as well, okay? Relationship, harmonious union, combining strengths, coming together, acceptance of another, focusing on positive qualities rather than differences. A man and a woman face each other as equals. The caduceus between them indicates that theirs is a healing relationship. The cups are filled with the accumulated experiences of their wisdom and knowledge. The card represents the highest possible union of two souls becoming one. Here we are made aware of the need of becoming strong within oneself before forming an intimate relationship with another. While such strength can be found within a relationship, the process is frequently made complicated by the disadvantages of codependency. This imbalance between two souls is often expressed in increased conflict and stress, necessitating more individual work on issues of self-esteem. The affirmation on this card: I recognize the spiritual strength and power that is created from our union.